Oh, my gosh.
That's fine, yes, thank you.
That's right. Happy to, you got still going on?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're retired. Enjoy it.
It's Sunday. He's supposed to work Monday through Thursday. And so far, there's only been one time where I had to work different. Gotcha. Yeah. He's unpaid. Yeah. Take up his-
Yeah, fair enough. They are on the board, right? I mean, I left after, they were finishing up the. Yeah. They'd already done the trophy, they'd already done the, one shining moment. Oh, excuse me. This question is for the six of you. Five-part question for each of you. What are you looking at? Oh, no.
Russell, you and you next.
Plus, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, they're right at the ready.
Yeah, he was hoping it's not. I believe he was there when they went to it.
Couple of notes on the Bulldogs as we await them coming up here. This is the second tournament title for Drake. The other was in 2008. They're advancing to the NCAA tournament for the sixth time in school history. The last three were 2008, 2021, and now this year, 23. Second time to the NCAA under head coach Darren DeVries. And this marks the 10th time the number 2 seed has won this tournament. First time since 2017. The last time a team won all 3 tournament games by double digits was Loyola in 2021, not too long ago. And the number 2 seed now owns an 11-7 margin when facing the number 1 seed in the championship game. Today's attendance, 6,706, 6,706.
Share mic.
Okay, got everybody seated, I think. Tournament champion Bulldogs are with us.
Well, that's no fun.
Starting 5, Garrett Sturts, Roman Penn, Tucker DeVries, DJ Wilkins, Darnell Brody, plus the head coach Darren DeVries. And we're going to ask Darren to start off this with a statement on the championship game, then we'll go to questions for anyone on the dais. Darren, please.
First off, congratulations to Bradley. Incredible year, regular season champs, great team. Back to our game though, just really proud of our guys. Thought had an unbelievable fight tonight. Played extremely well. Played together. Maybe as complete a game as we've had on both ends of the floor. So incredible moment. Really proud of these guys.
Thank you. Questions? Start right here. Thank you.
Darren, after the past 2 years where obviously you lost this game in the championship, how does it feel to watch your team over the course of this game slowly build that lead and then hold it to win this one out?
Yeah, I thought, coming down here for the first time in our 5 years, being healthy was a good feeling, just in terms of when you got to play 3 games in 3 days. That depth is so important, and I think it really showed tonight too for us. Our bench came in and gave us great production. And I felt like the last couple of years, we got a little worn down late in the second halves. But today, I thought we were able to kind of get a lead, go to our bench, and continue to, play the way we were playing and build on it. So I thought that was a huge factor for us. And then obviously this group of guys up here right now, were incredibly determined to get to this spot. Not today, but a year ago, and that's why they came back. And so for them to be rewarded, for all the work they put in to get to this point and then play the way they did today, I think is pretty special.
Hey, Tucker. Congrats on the win. 3 for 13 a week ago against Bradley. How did that play into today's performance by yourself?
I mean, obviously, I feel like we were all pretty motivated today. I think as an individual performance, it is what it is. But I think as a team, we were all very motivated today to get this one done. And, the ball just happened to end up in my hands a lot, and, it just ended up better than last week, obviously. But it's easy when the whole group's playing the way we were today, made it really easy.
Thank you.
One, and then back to Harry. Thank you.
Maybe for Roman and Garrett. There was a lot of talk from Bradley just about the experience of being in the tournament and how, that showed. Can you talk about just what, the last 2 years of going through it and how that may have helped you guys today?
Garrett first, then Roman, please.
Yeah, obviously we've been here, before, and you've been on the opposite end. And, just today we just came in and we just wanted to play a complete 40 minutes. And, credit to these guys, especially our bench. They all came in, locked in, and Bradley's a tremendous team. And, we just played them a week ago, and we just knew it was going to be a dogfight for 40 minutes.
Yeah, what Garrett said, I mean, we knew it was going to be a dogfight for 40 minutes and, just suffering some tough losses the last couple of years in the championship against Loyola. I mean, it's just, you're right there sometimes, and, this is the third try, and last year with these guys, just kind of want to go out there and just give it our all again for 40 minutes. Bradley's a great team, and we knew they were going to be physical, and we knew we just wanted to be, just as physical, and, I like the way that we came out from the beginning. I like the way we played 40 minutes. I mean, the bench did an unbelievable job again, and, they were huge this whole tournament.
Harry.
So this is for anybody up there other than Darnell. Talk about his presence on the glass, blocking shots and all that throughout this whole weekend.
DJ, will you start, please? And we'll go to Tucker on that.
For me, just when Darnell plays with this type of energy and that type of focus, we're really hard to stop. A lot of games this year could start and end with him. Just him being able to just dominate games like this, it opens up a lot for us guards on the perimeter, and just winning that big matchup it does a lot for us.
Yeah, obviously, Brody played phenomenal this week. In the ball screen defense, he had a tough assignment this week, and he owned up to it, and he really did a great job today, yesterday, and even the Murray game. And I think, when we're able to handle the ball screen, we have good enough perimeter defenders that it makes our defense really hard to score on. And when Brody's doing what he was doing today and rebounding well, it makes us really hard to score on. And, our defense kind of goes as he goes, and he was terrific this week, and that really helped us.
And then just, if I could ask Garrett, a lot of time you were matched up on rink mass today. Just talk about battling that big bear.
I have tremendous respect for him. I've played against him for many years now, and I mean, he's a tremendous player. There's a reason he's an all-league guy. But it was a team effort. I was glad that Coach told me that I had that assignment on certain times. But when you got guys like this group up here behind you, it makes that job it makes it a lot easier. Especially when Brody's playing the way he is.
Yep, back here.
Coach, obviously it's a cliche, but a fair one, where coaches say like every player on their team feels like it's their own son. In this question, I want to ask you about your literal own son who happens to be on your team. Can you just describe, how, for lack of a better word, how cool this is, and maybe share some memory from growing up, a gym late at night or a backyard or something, and how you guys got here?
Yeah, when you're get into coaching, to be honest with you, like, I've told these guys before, we've been together for a while, and you're around each other so much that closeness, it feels like I have multiple sons up here. But obviously, having my own, son, to be able to share this moment with him and share it together is incredibly special. You know, from a little kid, you're in the backyard. I don't know that you ever envisioned this, 20 years later, because then it's just the joy of the game. But now it's still the joy of the game. And to see where you started or where he started to get to this, to get to share it with these guys in that locker room, just an incredible blessing for both of us to get to do this together.
Right-hand side, gentlemen, then we'll come back over to here to Harry, I think, has a question. Go.
Yeah, for Coach, obviously, particularly in this time in college basketball, what does it mean to you, and what kind of privilege is it to have been able to coach, three guys like DJ, Roman, and Garrett for 5 years and go through the highs and the lows, and then to close it with the ultimate high of winning a championship?
Yeah, no matter what the outcome would have been today, this wouldn't change how I feel about these guys. That whole process, that journey together is so fun, and it's not all this. It's not all sitting up here after a championship. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of good days, a lot of bad days. But that's what makes it so special. That's what makes our relationships so real. And why we care about each other the way we do is because we have each other's backs. There's a trust level there and a relationship there that's real. It's honest, and I just love these guys. I love what they stand for, way beyond basketball.
Then DJ and Roman, both you guys had to fight back from injuries. Can you just talk about that long journey back last October, November? What prior to that, you guys are trying to rehab to get to this point. Does it make it that much sweeter?
DJ, you're first, please.
Just being at Arch Madness last year, not being able to play with my knee injury. Actually, last Sunday was a year ago from when I actually tore my ACL. So just being able to have that in my mind and just pushing through physical therapy throughout the whole summer. The days where it's getting tougher, where it kind of seems like you're doing the same thing over and over again and no progress is being made, but just to get through those mental days. And I do think Roman was there with me a lot of those times when I was down, when I was right through surgery, helping me walk around the house, do whatever I needed to do. So, yeah, just being able to get through those tough days and just trusting, like, the rest of the team, just not being able to practice this summer, but the rest of the team putting in that work this summer. Brody had a huge summer, and just trusting those guys to know when we get back, everything will be handled.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of going through my injury of just keep on, recurring every couple months. It was definitely tough, but I mean, I had so many guys support me, and it was just like, when I got back, it didn't feel like it was a let off or anything. I kind of just fit right in. I've been playing with these guys for years, and it's just, like DJ said, I mean, I've been living with him, off campus and stuff. So he's been cheering me up. Every time I break my foot, it's like it's like routine. I get a text, and then it's like, surgery, and then we go back to rehab. So just that whole thing, I gotta give so much credit to the training staff at Drake. They just really, they pushed me so many times, and so many days I just didn't feel like doing it. They pushed me, and and I'm here, and I'm so happy to play a full year with with no games missed other than the first game. I mean, it's just a blessing, and I'm just happy to be here with these guys and finish it off with these guys.
We have a question in the back of the room on the Zoom, please. Pay attention.
This is a question from Peyton Burt. It is, or Burton, I should say. The question is for Coach. You guys put up 77 points on one of the best defenses in the conference. What allowed you guys to get such a rhythm offensively?
I thought in Peoria, we didn't move the ball as well as we would have liked, and a lot of that had to do with Bradley, and some of it had to do, quite honestly, with me and what we were trying to do to attack them. They had switched up how they had guarded us the first time around, and we probably didn't adjust well enough as a coaching staff in that game. I thought we had a better plan this game. I thought our ball movement, getting the ball side to side, was much better. And that allowed us to kind of get a little more freedom and some opportunities where we could get into more space that we liked, instead of letting Bradley play with a little more set defense.
Okay, anything else for the champion Bulldogs? All right, gentlemen, good luck in the NCAA.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.